Ho! Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. When you think back to your geography class in school, what comes to mind? Maybe memorizing capital cities, coloring in maps, or learning about tectonic plates. We were taught that geography is the study of Earth's physical features and human societies. It sounds straightforward, right? Nah. But what if I told you that the world map you've been staring at your whole life is hiding some absolutely mind-bending secrets? Our planet is so much weirder, wilder, and more wonderful than those textbooks ever let on. Today, we're going on an adventure to uncover the facts that got left out of the classroom curriculum. So, if you think you know our planet, get ready to think again. We're about to explore 5 crazy geography facts that will make you see the world in a completely new way. Let's get started. Kicking things off with fact number 1. Let's talk about Russia. We all know it's the largest country in the world, but the sheer scale of it is hard to comprehend. Here is a wild thought. Russia is so gigantic that it spans a staggering 11 time zones. Let that sink in. 2. This means that while someone is just waking up and having their morning coffee and breakfast in Kaliningrad on the Baltic coast, another person on the other side of the country, in the Kamchatka Peninsula, is settling down for their evening dinner. It's the same country, same day, but a completely different time of life. Imagine trying to schedule a national conference call. This incredible time difference highlights the immense diversity and vastness contained within a single nation's borders. It's not just a country, it's practically a continent in itself. Now, let us journey from the sprawling plains of Siberia to the highlands of southern Africa for our second fact. When you picture a country, you probably imagine a mix of landscapes, coasts, lowlands, and maybe some mountains. But what about a country that exists entirely in the sky? Meet Lesotho, a small, landlocked nation completely surrounded by South Africa. What makes Lesotho truly unique is its incredible elevation. It's famously known as the Kingdom in the Sky, and for good reason. It is the only independent state in the entire world that lies completely above 1,000 meters, or about 3,280 feet, in elevation. Even its lowest point is higher than the highest points of many other countries. This whole altitude environment shapes every aspect of life for the Basotho people. From their culture and economy to their unique challenges and breathtaking landscapes. It's a nation literally on top of the world. For our third fact, let's talk about neighbors. Some countries share long, winding borders, while others are separated by vast oceans. But which 2 global superpowers are so close they could almost wave at each other? The answer is Russia and the United States. It sounds impossible, but at their closest point in the Bering Strait, these 2 nations are separated by just 2.4 miles, or about 3.8 kilometers. This tiny gap lies between 2 small islands, Big Diomede, which belongs to Russia, and Little Diomede, which belongs to the United States. What's even crazier is that the international dateline runs right between them. This means that if you were standing on Little Diomede and looking across at Big Diomede, you would literally be looking into tomorrow. You could be having your Saturday morning, while your Russian neighbors just 2.4 miles away are already experiencing their Sunday. How mind-blowing is that? All right, let's move on to fact number 4. Have you ever felt the need to just get away from it all? To find the most remote, isolated spot on the planet? Well, scientists have found it, and it has a name. Point Nemo. Located in the vastness of the South Pacific Ocean, Point Nemo is the oceanic pole of inaccessibility. This means it's the point on the ocean that is farthest from any land. It is so isolated that the nearest piece of land is over 1,670 miles, or nearly 2,700 kilometers, away. Think about that for a second. 2 are further from civilization here than anywhere else on Earth. In fact, when the International Space Station passes overhead, The astronauts on board are often the closest human beings to Point Nemo, orbiting about 258 miles or 415 kilometers above Jet 2, ultimate middle of nowhere, a place where the closest people to you are literally out of this world. Finally, for our fifth and final fact, we're tackling a classic piece of trivia. What is the tallest mountain in the world? Most people would shout Mount Everest, without a second thought. And by the standard measurement of height above sea level, they'd be correct. At 29,032 feet, Everest is the king. But what if we change how we measure? What if we measure a mountain from its true base to its peak? Free do that. A new champion emerges from the depths of the Pacific Ocean, Mauna Kea in Hawaii. While its peak is only 13,803 feet above sea level, a massive portion of the mountain is hidden beneath the waves. When measured from its base on the ocean floor, Mauna Kea stands at over 33,500 feet, or more than 10,210 meters tall, making it significantly taller than Everest. It's a dormant volcano that is, by this measure, the true tallest mountain on our planet. It just goes to show that sometimes the greatest things are hidden just below the surface. And there you have its 5 incredible geography facts that prove our world is full of surprises. From a country that spans 11 time zones to a mountain taller than Everest hidden in the ocean, our planet continues to defy our expectations. It just goes to show you that there's always something new to learn. And the world is a much more fascinating and complex place than we can ever imagine. I hope this journey has sparked your curiosity and made you look at your world map a little differently. Which of these facts blew your mind the most? Let me know down in the comments below. I love reading your thoughts and learning from you all as well. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another adventure into the unknown. We'll see you in the next video.